Yeah! What's that all about? Well, we're getting to the finish line, folks. We're here, we're down at our South Venice rehab, and we're gonna walk in and I'm gonna do a quick little walkthrough of things that I like to do right before closing day. So we're the rehabbers, we're the ones selling this property. It's been under contract now for a few weeks, and we have a financing buyer and we have a first-time home buyer. And the biggest thing is that as you approach closing, you want to make sure everything is nice and tight, everything is on track for your closing, and you're not going to run into delays. And one of the things that can happen on my side as the seller for a delay would be if the buyer comes to do their final walkthrough on the property. And a final walkthrough is just exactly what it sounds like. It's them walking the property, usually the day of or the day before closing, and it's just to make sure that the house is the same as it was when they put this house under contract and throughout the entire process. So when they had all the repairs done, they come to make sure those repairs might have happened or did not happen. And the last thing that you want as the seller is for your client or your buyer to be coming through, doing their final walkthrough, let's just call it the day of closing, and all of a sudden you get a phone call from their agent or the buyer, and all of a sudden they say, guess what? Such and such wasn't done. And that's completely on you. It's on me. If you can't make sure your house is the way that you agreed to have it, you're probably not going to make it to closing day, or things are going to get pushed back and pushed out. So what I like to do as the seller is stay on top of my repairs. I like to make sure that the repairs on these properties get done in plenty of time and that we're not pushing up against the timelines and scrambling to get things knocked out on that final day. Does that happen? Yes, it sometimes happens because there's things that can be out of your control, like permitting and just the schedule of your workers, and that's why you need to have good relationships. But what you need to do is, after you've agreed to repairs and those repairs get done, you need to come to the house and make sure that they were all done, they were done the right way, and that you test things. You don't wait for the buyer to go test things. You don't wait for the buyer to make sure the hot water's working, or that the AC's working, or that that faucet got replaced. Some examples there. But what I'm doing right now myself is I come to make sure that we did the sign removal order for our real estate sign. I like to also just come walk through the house. I turn on all the lights. Like you can see as I've been walking around, all the lights are on in the house. I check the fans. I make sure the air conditioner is running and that it's cool in the house. I will recheck the hot water once again. Make sure things are nice and clean and tidy, and that we're ready for closing day. Because at the end of the day, the deal's not over until you've both signed and you get that check in your account.